We have no choice but to apologize. We are sorry. How? How could he do this to our daughter? She loved him with all her heart. We know how this shocked you, and so did we. We never knew that he had such an intention. Discussions, apologies, and comments were going on its way. You sat in a corner with that frozen mind and no power to respond to anything. How are we going to face people now? We have invited almost everyone in town for wedding. What we are going to tell them? Well, I have thought about that. The wedding will still take place as he decided, if Wayne is willing to accept something. Everyone's eyes except yours move towards him to hear the suggestion. My younger son, Shango, will marry Wayne instead. You sat there biting down the displeasure you got from his words. But Wayne was supposed to marry Shango, not Shango. I know, but desperate times call for desperate measures. We can't let our family's reputation suffer because of one person's mistake. The room went silent and all the eyes are now on you waiting for your response. I can't. This is too much to take in. I was supposed to marry his brother, not him. You said, taking a glance at Shangok, who still with his head hung low, not responding to the decision. We understand it's a lot to ask, but we are running out of options here. The wedding is tomorrow and we can't cancel it now. You shook your head and got up from your seat and headed towards the window. One, think about our family's reputation. We can't ruin it. Yes, dear, be reasonable. It's just a small change. Shangok is a good man. He will take care of you. You couldn't take in anything they were saying, so you took a deep breath and started to speak. I don't know what kind of solution you guys are trying to find, but this is not the answer. First of all, I don't love him. Why would someone get married without any love? It's not just a piece of paper, it's a lifelong commitment. You again glanced at Jungkook, but he didn't seem to respond. Secondly, there is a huge age gap between us. Jungkook is younger than me by 2 years. How can you even suggest that I marry someone who's still in college? I'm a grown woman. Age is just a number, dear. It doesn't matter in the long run. Does it matter? You're kidding me, right? It matters a lot. I'm at a different stage of my life and he's still figuring out his. How can we possibly have a compatible marriage? I refuse to marry someone I don't love and someone who is younger than me. It's humiliating. Please understand. Shango, you have been quiet till now. What do you think? Dad, I don't know what to say. I care about our family's reputation, but I can't force Wine to marry me if she doesn't want to. Seeing that he had swallowed it before he could say no now, you raised your brows and looked at him. You know, Mr. Chan, I think we have brought up our children in a good way, but it seems like my daughter here can't make a small sacrifice for us. She's so selfish, only thinking about her own happiness and not caring about the family's reputation. Dad, you sighed, feeling the weight of the situation bearing down on you. You looked around at the faces of your family and Jungkook's family, all expecting you to agree to this marriage. You feel trapped with no other choice but to surrender. Okay, fine. I'll marry him. Saying this, you started walking away, making the laughter fade into the background. As you enter your room, you can't shake off the uncertainty that's settling in your mind. The long road ahead of you seems daunting, and you can't help but wonder what lies at the end of it. You barely know Jungkook, and the thought of spending the rest of your life with him is unsettling. You feel like a stranger in your own life. The weight of the decision you have made hangs heavy on your shoulders, and you can't help but wonder if you have made a mistake. I promise to love and cherish you, he said as he slipped the ring onto your finger. He repeated the vow in a trembling voice, making his eyes lock onto yours with concern. And now announce you both as husband and wife. You felt a sense of relief that the ceremony is finally over, but also a sense of uncertainty about what lies ahead. You glanced over at Jungkook and see that he is looking at you with a similar expression. You felt guilty that, like you had trapped him in this marriage, like you had trapped yourself. You forced a smile, hearing the applause from the guests, trying to hide your true feelings. He did the same, and you both exchanged an awkward glance. You both are married now, and there is no turning back. You stand in front of the mirror, brushing your hair, trying to avoid eye contact with him who's standing behind you, unbuttoning his shirt. You finish brushing your hair and turn around, trying to act natural, but your movements feel stiff and awkward. Jungkook looks up and catches your eye, but you avoid your gaze quickly. Jungkook started fidgeting with his shirt buttons, but his eyes darting around the room, avoiding yours. You, on the other hand, are trying to think of something to break the silence, but for your sake, he has cleared this throat. I don't know what to do. I don't know either. The silence that follows is awkward but not at all tense. You both know that you're in this together and you're both going to figure it out as you go. Maybe we can just talk? Yeah, that's a good idea. You both sit on the bed looking at each other but not really seeing each other. You're both thinking the same thing. What do we talk about? But neither of you knows how to start. So, I know this isn't what we wanted, but we need to make this work. I know this is ideal. No, I mean Ryan, but I promise to do my best to make you happy, to take care of you and support you, even though I'm younger. You realize that he is trying to be respectful to show deference to your age and position, but it's clear that he is struggling, so he decided to take charge of the situation. Shongo, look at me. We need to talk about this marriage and what it means for both of us. Yes, I'll do my best. I know you will, and I'll do my best too. But we need to be honest with each other. We need to communicate and support each other, even when it's hard. He nodded like he was determined to do that. I'll do that, I promise. He realized that he is trying to prove himself to you, to show that he is capable of being a good husband despite your age difference. After what feels like hours of talking, the conversation finally came to an end, and you both realize it's getting late. The clock on the nightstand reads 1:45 a.m., and you know you need to get some rest. But as you both stand up and begin to get ready for bed, the nervousness returns. I'll sleep on the couch. I don't want to intrude on your space. No, it's fine. We're married now after all. Let's just keep a distance. You know that as the elder one, you need to set an example and show maturity in this situation. You both lie on the bed, but Jungkook looks still tensed. You realize that he's still nervous, still unsure of how to navigate the situation. You know that you need to be strong for both of you to help guide this marriage and make it work. You can't help but wonder why you're giving this marriage a chance. It's not like you're in love with him or even know him that well, but yet here you are feeling a sense of calm and peace that you hadn't expected. It may not be perfect, but it's not bad either. And who knows, maybe someday it will be more than just a convenient arrangement. Java woke up and looked around the room in confusion. You're not there, and for a moment he wonders if he imagined the whole thing. But then he hears the bathroom door open and you stepped out looking refreshed and ready for the day. Good morning. Morning, he said, trying to shake off his sleep. You head over to the closet, pulling out a crisp white shirt and a pair of tailored pants. I have to meet a client today, so I'm heading for my work. Okay, I do have classes today. Okay then, see you maybe in the evening. You started walking on with your clothes, but Java called you from behind. Ryan, you turn around to see him scratching the back of his head. Good luck. You gently smile, seeing how nervous he is. Thank you, Changok. I'll need it. But then you headed out of the room. It was a small gesture, but it means a lot to you. You're sitting at your desk, packing up your things and getting ready to head home. That's when your phone buzzes and you glance down, expecting it to be a work-related notification, but instead you see Jungkook's name on the screen. He had sent you a message. I'm so sorry, Ryan. I didn't think to ask how you were getting to the office today, but I'm outside now to pick you up. You can't help but smile. You weren't expecting Jungkook to be so thoughtful, especially since you have been so busy with work and haven't had much time to talk to him. I'm coming. He quickly typed out a response and grabbed your bag, laptop, and water bottle and headed out of the office. You step out of the office building and there he is, leaning against the car, his eyes fixed on you with a warm smile. You can't help but feel a sense of gratitude for the small act of kindness. Just as you're about to reach the car, a familiar voice calls out behind you. Hey, Wine, wait up. You turn around to see one of your friends, Ruby, hurrying towards you with an apologetic look on her face. I'm so sorry to miss your special day. I mean, your wedding. I feel terrible for not being able to make it. How was it? How did everything go? You were about to take a recap, but before that, her eyes locked on Jungkook. Wait, isn't this your brother-in-law? He showed me his picture, right? You were unsure of how to respond. You hadn't expected Ruby to recognize Jungkook, and you certainly hadn't prepared for this moment. Jungkook, can you wait in the car for a minute? He understood why and headed towards the car without a word. Actually, seriously, Vine, I didn't expect your brother-in-law to be this handsome in person. You felt a lump on your throat all of a sudden, but you rolled your eyes saying, "Behave, my friend. Can I get his number? I feel kinda interested in him."